Hello, I'm Natalie, and today's video is going to be a wait a second. I don't recognize you. This thing right? Oh, I'm on Kallie's channel. Well, there must be some kind of mix-up here, but hello, I'm Natalie from Natalie's Outlet. I'm not really sure why I'm on her channel right now, but hi. Today me and her have decided to do a collaboration on this makeup look for spring, and I also decided to throw in there 3 different lip options just in case you're a bit more modest or a little bit more daring. So, you know, once you're done watching her video, feel free to come on over to my channel and let's just get back to the one and only But First Coffee.
Hey guys, welcome back to But First Coffee, where life begins after coffee. Sorry about that little mix-up there, but I'm glad you got to meet Natalie because she has a fantastic channel. Today we are both bringing you spring-inspired makeup looks, and even though it does not feel like spring outside, I'm trying to channel my inner spring. I've got this like flower shirt on and I painted my nails my favorite spring color. Well, one of my favorite spring colors. I'm not gonna just like pick one color as my favorite. Let's not be ridiculous. When I think about spring, I just think about like the world coming back to life again, flowers, and the snow is melting and everything looks fresh and new, and that is what I used for my inspiration for today's makeup. I just wanted to create a really beautiful like glowy face with a bright eye. So for this makeup tutorial, I'm sharing some of my tips for making your complexion look a little more glowy and dewy, as well as some tricks to make your eyes appear a little bit bigger and bright-eyed. So let's just go ahead and jump into this tutorial. Okay, so I'm starting with a clean and moisturized face. I've also taken 2 drops of the Tarte Maracuja Oil and just patted it into my skin. If you have oily skin, this is definitely a step you can skip, but if you have drier skin like me, it's a nice way to give your skin a nice base to really get that nice dewy look. I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Illuminating Perfecting Primer, and I'm actually going to mix this between my fingers with a little bit of the What's Up highlighter from Benefit. This is a cream highlighter, so I like to just put a little bit on my fingers, then I put the primer onto that and sort of like mix it in there. For foundation, I'm going to use my Rimmel Match Perfection. I always want to call this the True Match, like the L'Oreal one, but it is the Match Perfection. I wear the color Classic Ivory. This is a great foundation if you want a nice dewy look. I'm actually going to take a makeup setting spray. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible one, and I'm going to spray it onto a flat top kabuki brush and just get the brush a little bit wet with it. Setting sprays are great to use if you're going for a more dewy look because it helps set the foundation, but it doesn't give you that sort of matte powdery look that a powder would give you. And by spraying it right onto the brush, it just really helps to seal in the foundation since we're not going to be using any powders. Okay, taking a quick break from the skin to do the eyes, I filled in my eyebrows with the Milani Easy Brow. I love these things and I had taken a little break from using them, but I'm back to being obsessed with them. I usually use this dark brown when I'm doing like nighttime looks, but when I'm doing a more natural daytime look, I have been liking this one, which is Natural Taupe. I'm actually going to prime them with a concealer. I'm using this Maybelline Master Conceal, but I'm just going to use it all over my eyelid and my brow bone to cancel out any of the redness or sort of purple tones that we can get there. You can already see how this one just looks a little bit more alive and awake after I use that concealer. I'm just going to do this one too. Okay, I'm going to use the Naked 2 palette. This is a new palette for me. I actually, believe it or not, had never owned a Naked palette before, so I bought myself the Naked 2 palette for my birthday. I'm going to put Bootcall, which is just this really pretty, sort of a little bit peachy champagne shimmer color all over my lid. Obviously, a bright shimmery color like this is just going to bring brightness to the eye with the shimmer. It's just going to reflect the light and make this area look a little bit bigger. Okay, next I'm going to grab the color Snakebite, which is this really like dark bronzy color right here. And I'm going to use this really purposefully on the outer corner of my eye because I just want to sort of almost make it look like my eye is a little bit bigger than it is. So I'm really going to focus it on the outermost corner and sort of upward a little bit. I don't want to go for really deep into the crease or anything because I don't want to make my brow bone appear smaller. I really just want to sort of open everything up. So I'm really just placing it really on the outer corner right here and then blending it out. I almost want to blend it away from my eye and not too much into the eye, just to really make the eye appear a little bit bigger. Okay, for eyeliner I'm going to grab the L'Oreal Infallible liquid eyeliner. This is the super slim, and I'm going to do a really thin wing, and actually really thin wing, not like sometimes where I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna do a thin wing and then I end up going for a really dramatic wing. I love a good dramatic wing, but if you want to make your eyes appear really nice and big, you don't want to go too crazy with the thickness of your wing, because it's just going to make your eye look a little bit smaller, more closed in. The wing is going to sort of help to extend my eye, make it look a little bit bigger. Next, you're going to want a nude or a white eyeliner. I'm using the Brow Duo pencil from Billion Dollar Brows, and I'm going to take the lightest side, which is this highlight side. Applying a white or a really bright nude to your waterline makes your eyes look bigger, because it actually just makes it look like your eyeball is like extending. It just adds to the whiteness of your eyes, makes your eyes pop and look a little bit more open and wide-eyed. Lastly, I'm going to come back in with Snakebite, and I'm going to put this along my lower lash line. So you sort of have like the lightness, and then adding that darkness is really just going to sort of open up that entire space and make everything look like it's bigger. Okay, for mascara you want something that's really going to separate and lengthen. I'm going to be using this MAC False Lashes mascara, this little sample that I got, but it's almost exactly like the Maybelline the Rocket. You want something that's a little bit of a more dry formula that's really going to help you sort of grab each lash and really separate and lengthen them. And of course, don't forget the lower lashes. Those will really help open up your eye. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm always filming around this time of day, and it's right as the sun starts to sort of like set over here, and I feel like in every single one of my videos it like slowly turns more and more yellow throughout the video, because this is just a wall of windows right here. Let's go ahead and finish the skin. One of my favorite tricks to really brighten up my face is to use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. It's very thick, it's quite tacky. It takes a little bit of getting used to be honest, but it's beautiful. So the only problem with the under eye concealer from It Cosmetics is it's very tacky, so I feel like I can't completely blend it out seamlessly, so I like to come in and use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind just on the edges to sort of help blend it out. And while I'm at it, I'm also going to grab the Brightening one. So I was just using the regular under eye concealer in the color Fair, but they have this Brightening one that's pink toned, so it really helps to sort of highlight and brighten. And I'm going to use that on my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, forehead, cupid's bow, on my chin. I'm going to use a damp beauty sponge to pat this all in. Okay, for blush, I'm going to use these cream blush sticks from Bombshell. So I'm going to use a little bit of both of them because I kind of want a color that's between the two of them. Cream blushes are great if you're going for a glowing look because you don't get that matte look that a powder blush would give you. And I'm going to use my Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques with a little bit of that same makeup setting spray to blend that in. The last thing I'm going to do is highlight. Obviously, highlight is just going to add that really beautiful dewy look to your skin, and I'm going to be using the Balm's Mary Luminizer. So I'm going to start by doing my cheek, and what I kind of like is I come like from the eyebrow here, and I imagine like if there was a line that like hooked around from here down to my nose, and I kind of use that as my guide. I'm going to take just a little bit on my ring finger, and I'm going to pop it into the corners of my eye, my inner corners I should say, which is the last step to really just open up that eye. Alright, let's finish everything off with a nice shimmery lip gloss. Alright, and there you have it. That is how I get my sort of bright-eyed, glowing complexion sort of look. I really appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. Don't forget to go and check out Natalie's video, see what sort of spring-inspired look she has created. Subscribe if you like her channel. She's got a great channel. I know you guys are going to love it. But that does it for today's video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I will see you all in my next video.